Hey, welcome to Total Schmidt Show. How you doing? I'm back at sea. Here's what you're gonna get from this show. It's kind of like quarantine comedy, except I'm not gonna be home. Actually, it's kind of like quarantine comedy and a combination of all the stuff I've done online over the last year or so. There's sketch stuff, live stuff, stand-up stuff, travel stuff, and of course, conversations with others who do the same things that I do on a daily basis. That's it. That's the whole show. And I'm gonna record it all and put it on the intraweb. Sometimes. Usually late. Always late. Maybe, I don't know. And weekly? Maybe, sort of. Could be. Either way, sit back. I hope you enjoy whatever the hell it is I put together for this week on Total Schmidt Show. Boom! Hey, welcome to Total Schmidt Show. What's up? We are back. This is 3 in a row. This is it's incredible. I'm proud of the young men and women from Westview Middle School who handle all my tech for getting things going consistently. Looks like we're back at a regular basis. So welcome back. Thanks for coming to the show. This is the show where we talk to entertainers all over the world. When I travel, we talk about what it's like to be an entertainer, what it's like to work in the business, on a ship, on a stage, pretty much anywhere. If you like the video, do me a favor, give it a quick thumbs up. That helps me. Subscribe to the channel. That costs you absolutely nothing, but helps me immensely. I've got a few hundred videos here on YouTube, and I'm trying to get them monetized. I'm trying to get them more popular with YouTube. The way to get popular is by getting lots of likes and lots of subscribers. So subscribe to the channel if you can. We have lots of shows, and this one is, of course, Total Schmidt Show. Today's guest is my friend Vince Morris, and I have a very special friend here to introduce him for you. So let's just sit back, enjoy, and there you go. It's my first time working with Azim.
And it's probably gonna be our last.
Yeah, last. I think
we don't really fool with each other.
Now we're on a tram like a couple.
That's why we had to have a little distance. Watch your hips.
I'm working with Azim on the Carnival Mardi Gras with a whole bunch of other comics, and I did some interviews with them and talked to them. Azim's gonna set you up for this first one.
Hey man, this first interview is absolutely amazing. This dude is an amazing comic, man. He's been on everything, worked with some of the greats in the business, and is a great himself. He's been on BET, he's been on Comic View, he's been on Comedy Central, Showtime, 2 specials, and he goes by the name of Vince Morris.
Totally sincere. I didn't even expect that. I thought he was gonna bust his balls for 2 minutes.
Oh, did you want me to? Just know this, that he will tell you everything that he doesn't know, but makes it seem very official. It's all because of his articulation of the words. Never uses them in a sentence in the correct fashion, but he does know how to spell. One of the best dressed men though, but when you rob the store, you have that flexibility.
Vince Morris, coming up on the show right now.
I think every night should be a theme night for a carnival. I think when you book a carnival cruise, every night should be a theme night. It should be elegant night, and then who the fuck told you wear that shit tonight? Never ever again wear that night. Good night. Throw that shit overboard night. Fucking good night. Yo, you can tell you girls have been out of practice. The pandemic has been worse for everybody. 18 months. The first time you girls, tomorrow in heels, go slow. Because the first elegant night, you bitches walk around here like a deer on a frozen pond and shit. You motherfuckers like, it was like the game, it was like an episode of the Squid Games. You bitches,
Can you hold a mic? Are you okay with that? It's right there.
Yeah, Matt,
the red one.
right?
Yeah. We don't really have
Where's the mic? Okay, I got one from this thing.
Is that good? You feel comfortable? Is that right? You want me to hold it for you?
How about this?
That's fantastic, Vince.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's great.
Fuck it, let's do it. I mean, it's just not it. I like it.
You're the most high maintenance guys that I've ever had.
This is low
look,
maintenance.
Fucking look, man. I can't.
Are we recording?
The light's too bright. Yeah, I started when you walked in the door.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad.
No, I fucking
Yeah.
hit right away because I never know what we're going to start, what we're going to talk about, man, or what we're going to do.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. So how does it go? Yeah.
No, that's good. Whatever's fun. You can put it.
I feel like Gene Rayburn. Ruby White after these messages.
Can you do a quick weather report for me while we're?
This just in, wetness. If you look at the left side of the ship, water. On the right side, more water.
Like I watch your tape, which is, I like the way you work because you do. It's all fucking. you go, I'm gonna fuck with the crowd and then fit in my jokes wherever they can fit
Yeah,
my jokes
man.
in.
I get tired of saying the same shit over and over.
Yeah, dude, and just every show is completely fucking different with you.
Yeah, I make it on purpose so that way I don't get tired of hearing myself talk.
Yeah, dude,
You know, I get tired. Man, I guess for me to look at a set list, unless it's TV, is it drives me more crazy than anything else. If I go, I have to do this joke after this. I'm going to have to do this joke after this. I can't.
Right.
Yeah, I need to. I tell myself I'm gonna do these jokes, but I'm gonna get to them how I want to get to them.
All right, listen, I had no idea. Listen, you fooled me. I had no idea you had those fucking moves. Now, you gonna wait till my last show to show me you got some little, okay? I want to see that shit again. Pablo, thank God he's employed again. We're gonna go ahead.
Pablo, don't you die.
Fuck you, Pablo. Play it. Are you out of here? Come here, Kim. She's fucking scared. Oh. That you can get on Pablo. Pablo's like, I'm not fucking up my job twice. You see how she was like, don't play it, Pablo. You're on Pablo. If you don't play it, you're deported. He's like, bam!
Well, you know what I did, because like, especially I'm taping a new album in 2 months. I'm doing another. I got 2 out right now.
Oh, wow.
On that 800-pound gorilla thing. I don't know if you've worked with them.
Yeah, and I know who they are. I never worked with them.
Dude, their streaming saved my ass during fucking COVID. To be honest with you, because I got a lot of streaming, a lot of XM radio shit.
Yeah.
So
residuals.
I have a third one I'm doing in February. But the hardest time for me is like you're talking. Like my first 2 shows this week, I didn't like. Because I'm working on new material, and when I'm working on new material, I have to follow this like shit.
Right.
And it's like, so I'm in that mode now for 2 months. I'll be miserable on stage, and the best time for me is like right after I get it. Don't actually the night of the recording.
Yeah.
Because the night of the recording, I'm like my thought is like if I'm not ready now, I'm not going to be ready. So I go to the night of the recording. I have the best time ever, and then the weeks after that are the best because then I can just go on stage and just be present. My thing is just go on stage and do your thing. But when I'm working on a particular bit. I get then I'm mad every night. I do a show, and I get home and I listen to it. What the fuck?
Well, make that fun. I mean, like if it's a new bit for me, I wedge it in. You know, but unless it's 2 pieces together that have to connect. Well, even then you wedge them in. You know, so that's the fun part too. Like, how am I gonna wedge this new shit in with the regular shit that I always scramble around? So,
right.
I kind of pick and choose if it's topic oriented. If it's a new bit, I'll throw it into whatever bit that exists. That I know works. And then I try to build from there. But if you're trying to build a set, obviously you're gonna have to.
Yeah, there's a little bit of structure,
cohesiveness. Yeah,
kind of
so
a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but I mean, I got some new things in a couple. This cruise so far, I did about 3-4 new things, that came up, and some things I didn't know I was gonna say that came up, and I was audio recording myself, so I'll go back and try to find that and keep that in the arsenal.
Right. Well, that's the cool part about working that way too is. Like, I'll find more shit on stage. Like, if you audio record, you go, oh, shit. Sometimes you'll come out like 2 or 3 minutes just off the top of your head. And so you create, you just find new stuff on stage.
Yeah.
It's an even better way for me than to sit, because there's a couple of bits I'm writing that are really word sensitive. And I got to be careful where the word is and reword them and stuff. But when you're on stage, sometimes something just comes out and you're like, oh.
Sometimes it comes out completely different than what you wrote it down, too.
Sure.
Like, I'll write something down, like I've learned, because I'm lazy, not to I don't write it out completely, because otherwise then I'll hold myself to exactly where I wrote it on paper, and then I'll get mad. But now I just write it out like a general idea of how I think it should be funny, and then go on stage. And sometimes, it is exactly the way I wrote it, or sometimes it comes out completely different.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, fuck, that was better.
Right.
So, it just, whatever works for each individual.
Yeah. Well, a lot of times I'll start with a beat sheet. You know what I mean? You come up with like 2 or 3 words.
Yep.
Like I did something the other day. I talked. I just started going. Well, I want to talk about. I'm coming with this idea like, how it's COVID related, but it revolves around the fact that all we do is argue on the internet about COVID and stuff. And then I said I have no faith. My thing is I have no faith if aliens ever land on this planet. I think we're fucked because we're never going to agree on how to deal with the aliens. And so I just ran with that for like a couple minutes. It's just a whole bunch of me just going, it's if they land in China, we won't find out for 6 months later. There's a whole bunch of other shit that happened.
Yeah.
So it's just a bunch of shit. I gotta listen to the tape yet, but I'm like, that's how you find. I'm like, I'll talk about this, and then I'll just go for as long.
And you build on, that's a good. That's a good premise. And then you just whatever happens sometimes on stage, and you'll find the jokes, but then you may do 4 or 5 tags,
Right.
and then out of 5 of them, 3 of them work or 2 work.
Right.
Or maybe 1 works, and then but it was worth it. But the other 4 were grueling because you're like, fuck, okay, not laugh for this tag, not laugh for that tag, yeah.
Damn, I get so mad when I think of one, it doesn't work. You know what I mean? And then I'll do it. They don't like it. I go, fuckers. God damn it.
Yep.
I thought that was the money one. I thought that was the big fucking.
I know, right?
You do it with the closing, and you're ready to do the fucking.
And you're like, oh.
You're like,
Yep.
You just throw.
Sometimes I tell them, I'm like, fuck, I forgot. Let me try this again. I'll say it over and see what happens.
So I've done that, dude.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll grab a sheet of paper and I'll read it. And I'll play like it's a script. I'll go, no, I did it right. You guys gotta do your part, man.
Yeah.
You guys gotta fucking laugh, man. I nailed it. You guys.
I did what I was supposed to.
You guys screwed up.
Yeah. It's not me. It's you. It's definitely you.
Dude, but that's the best thing about your show is like I've always said, every show is its own living, breathing thing.
Yeah.
And you're one of the best examples of that.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, it's great to watch because you just go out there and create as you're going.
Yeah.
And everybody knows you're coming in too because they're like, what the fuck is this guy gonna say tonight? What's he gonna say tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it is fun it creates the energy for them as well. But there's a method to the madness because even though I'm doing that, I know where I want to go just in case it doesn't go.
Right.
I got somewhere to go pretty quickly.
Right.
If I'm like in that moment and it's not really clicking the way I wanted to, I'm like, all right, Vince, head to the bit real quick.
Yeah, turn left or whatever.
Yeah, you're mentally juggling at all times, with the quickness, thinking 3 or 4 jokes ahead or whatever. So
right.
Yeah, it's fun, man. It's fun not knowing because I'm scared as hell up there a little bit. I always get nervous.
Yeah.
I always get nervous.
Yeah, but that's cool. It's because of the way you work, though.
Yeah.
People ask me, they go, you don't get nervous anymore, do you? I go, no, I get nervous every night, man.
Yeah.
And there's always a little bit of nervousness there.
Yeah.
Especially when you're putting yourself out there.
Yeah. Yeah, because anytime this can go horribly wrong.
Yeah, it can go totally south on you.
Horribly wrong.
Like when you're on a roll and then suddenly there's silence. You're like, oh.
Yeah. Did y'all leave the room?
Yeah. Turn up the lights. Where is everybody?
Yep. Yeah. So I don't recommend it for everybody. Everybody, that's not what they do. And that's, everybody's individual performance is how he or she gets across to the audience, which is cool.
Right.
But that's my thing for me. It makes me have fun.
Yeah. How do you like working ships opposed to like clubs and stuff?
I love ships in the sense that it's work. I love any kind of work, but
Right.
clubs are that's my home. That's my heart. But
Right.
But whoever works me, I'll play. Like I'm doing a one-nighter.
Right.
When I leave out here, I'm doing a bar. I still do bars.
Yeah.
Clubs or whoever books me. But the clubs is you can't get away from the clubs.
Right.
But I think the punchliner on Carnival is the closest thing to the comedy club.
Dude, you're 100% right.
The closest thing to a comedy club because
on a cruise ship,
it's not a stereotypical cruise ship show because everyone, years ago people would give that stereotype, oh, cruise ship comedy, you guys, I'm like,
Sure.
you have no idea.
Suit, tie, all that.
Yeah, like, hey, you guys,
hey.
hey, check it out. The buffet line was crazy, right?
Those toilets. Let me tell you something. Huh? Don't sit down.
Yeah, right. But but you get out here, you got guys like all of us. We're doing 5 different fucking shows, man.
Yeah.
You gotta have. Some guys do, some guys don't. But that's what you have to be in the game long enough to be able to shift gears.
Right.
And be ready to do it consistently.
Well, that's why most of these ship guys do. They got their shit together.
Yeah.
It's like, this is a great example for a couple of reasons. One is all of us have been doing this 25 years easy. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And we've seen every type of, and you're the best example. You're talking about doing bars and one night. This is the type of shit. I grew up in bars. I grew up in doing one-nighters. Yeah. So you start doing that shit. Dude, you play those crowds, you can play any crowds.
Right.
You can really adjust to those crowds.
Oh yeah. And it keeps you sharp, and it's fun. It's where I started from. That's how I started. I started, as well as I'm sure we did raw gigs together in L.A.
Yeah.
So you start off, in a bar with the TV still on, and I still do
it
it
in front of you.
Yeah, people still playing. Fuck it.
Yeah, right.
So, and you get here and it's more of a captivated audience. And the good thing too is that these people, they want to laugh too. And it's a good feeling. They want to have a good time.
Right.
So it makes it better. But the environment here on these ships are way closer to what it is to be in a club on land.
Right, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'll do the other cruise lines and stuff too. And
Yeah.
they're first of all, they're way more restricted when it comes to material.
Yeah.
Like these adult shows, we can get away with a lot of stuff.
I like how they preference it for everyone. You
Dude,
know,
and they set it up.
First
Yeah.
Amendment, you gotta. Hey, you can say these gentlemen, these guys and girls are gonna say whatever, because comedy is freedom of speech, man. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that, dude. I like dude. I don't even mind doing. I like doing the clean shows too because it makes you work sometimes.
Those are
man.
the most. I actually have the most fun in clean shows.
Yeah.
On PG shows, I really do, because I have to slow down at least 3-4 beats.
Right.
You know, and it's more conversational for me in the sense that I'm doing actual bits for myself. You know, I may work with the crowd a lot. You know, not as much as I do with my adult shows, but
Right.
I'm conscious of what I'm saying, and it comes across for me as more fun because, you know, I'm like, I'm not cussing.
Right.
And I'm actually doing cohesive things that I thought out, you know, to where I can't wait to see how they sound coming.
Right. Right. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I do. Your focus is sharper in those shows.
it has to be.
Yeah, because I do like I always say like if there's kids in the room, I like work. I used to teach kids and work with kids, so I like talking to the kids. I'll mess with the kids all the time.
Yeah.
So if I see kids, also I have no problem not swearing. It's easy for me.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if I don't see kids, I got to focus twice as hard because
Oh,
that's when I can drop an F. You know what I mean? That's when I'm
Oh,
like,
okay.
You know what I mean? If I don't see any kids in the room, I'm like, oh man, I got to be aware of what I'm
So
saying.
so all of Lenny's family shows have to have a kid in there, so or a midget, something that he could
I
actually
prefer a
look.
small child up front.
Well, so a midget can play the role of a child to keep you from
They
cussing.
can't because it's dark in there. You can't really
Yeah,
tell.
it's a height.
Unless you
thing.
ask him a question. What's
Yeah,
your
yeah.
name, Fred?
Fred.
Oh, dude, what? Oh, I can swear in front of you.
Yeah, right.
You can't. Okay.
What
all
grade
right.
you in? Retired. No, but PG shows are cool too. They're fun.
This is dude. This is a good week, man. This is the first week. I don't usually. There's a bunch of us on the ship this week. And the coolest thing about I think when there's a lot of us like this is all the different styles that we're working with and we're watching.
Yeah.
And the different type of people that are out here, and I think that's hip. That's very cool.
And the fact that everyone knows each other or at least heard of each other.
Right. Right.
And it just so happened, I don't know if you, I think it's the first time you met Azim this week, right?
It were like real. Yeah, I bumped into him in a port once.
Yeah, so
2 minutes and walked.
But
by.
yeah, but this is, I mean, everyone's getting along. I mean, to the extent that, you know, we hanging out and talking outside of comedy, you know, just kind of talking family stuff and talking, you know, life stuff, and you know, which makes the cruise go by quicker to me.
Right.
You know, because there's a lot of times people think comedians get together and they're like, you guys always telling jokes, and some comics are.
Right.
But for the most part, man, we talk about serious shit. You
Yeah.
know, and it just, you know, and it makes it much more interesting because people don't believe we have lives other than just going on that stage.
Yeah, they always think we're clowns. I always
Yeah,
think that,
you know.
man, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you
We're the
guys
most
must-
serious people on the planet.
Yeah, people. Yeah, like way more serious. than people
Especially
think
me,
we are.
because Happy's like, Vince, you're not smiling. I'm like, I'm smiling on the inside, man. You know, he'll catch me when I'm daydreaming. Like, what's wrong? What do you think? You mad? I'm like, I'm not mad. I'm just relaxing.
Well, I like those first couple of nights we were hanging out and nobody knew who we are, and there was, you know what I mean? Like, remember when
Oh,
we were
the
sitting
guests?
out?
Yeah.
Remember we were hanging out that one night and I go, and just talk to this girl about football or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And
She
left.
was, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, I like you guys because you don't go, hey, we're the comics. Like I hate
Right.
when people do that.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, look at us. And you're like, oh,
Yeah.
please don't do that.
Hey, my show's tomorrow at 8. I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
You put your head down, like, you know.
I start telling jokes or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're like, no, dude, don't do that. Please don't. Don't.
No.
You're killing me.
There's a couple guys that do that, but you know, that's how they.
Where are you living in Columbus now?
Yeah, I'm still in Ohio. Yeah,
Okay,
I
cool.
guess my mom's in Ohio. My brother's in Ohio. You know,
Nice,
my
man.
girl, I was in LA for like what 15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I moved back once my daughter was born.
Good.
Yeah, so and I wanted to be in LA. To me was too much.
I know,
much,
man.
yeah.
I hear. I would have got it.
Too much.
My daughters wanted to come back, so I stayed. Your daughter's 12 now, right?
Yeah, going on 30. She will be 13 here.
Dude, 12 is that rough year, man. 12 is
This
that rough
month.
age because she grows up quick. You know what I
Man,
mean?
she takes a nap and wakes up. I'm like, who is this grown ass woman going
Yeah.
into the bathroom, man?
Right.
You know, but I love it. You know, it's crazy, man. She'll be 13 this month.
Dude, that's a big time for her, man. She becomes a
She's
teenager.
a teenager. Yeah.
She's all excited.
Yeah. She knows everything.
Did she get a boyfriend or anything yet?
Hell no. Fuck you trying to do, Lenny?
Dude, I didn't set it up, man. My youngest she had boyfriends young. My oldest, not so much. But my youngest is.
No, I mean, well, a boyfriend. I mean, what does that mean? So, I mean, is it
At
like
13 is not a real boyfriend. You know?
Yeah,
It's
it's
just-
go ahead. Yeah, 13 up to like 30. I'm gonna go ahead and give him like 30. That's
Right.
not a real boyfriend. No, but no. So I mean, I know it's gonna be coming inevitably.
Yeah.
You know, but so far, you know, she has her girlfriends. I'm sure she has. I mean, she has guys that go to her school she talks to, but nothing. But she knows. I don't know, man. That's a rough area, you know, because you know it's gonna happen.
I know.
You know it's gonna happen, but you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, I just met my youngest new boyfriend right before I came out here.
Same
know?
thing. I know you. If the feeling doesn't change, you're like,
I'm getting better with it, man. Because I like this kid. The last two kids she kind of dated. She's 7. She'll be 18 soon in a few months. And the last two kids she dated, she's getting a better eye. My kids are real.
Yeah.
They won't put up with a lot of shit. They like to say that. I don't want to. I always say just get a guy that treats you good,
Right.
And someone you like, and
Right.
they're real strict about that. Because so.
Well, I mean, you that's the best you can do. My mom taught me. I mean, just throughout, you know, listen to her how she feels, and you know, she was like, "Well, my philosophy is if you like my children, I like you. Until you give me a reason not to. If they like you, son. If the girl likes you, then I like her.
Right.
You know, even though she may in the back of her mind say, okay, I don't know, but I don't want to tell my son exactly how I feel about her in a negative way. But as long as my son is happy, you know. So the same thing with my daughter. If he's happy, I mean, she's happy as long as he's not, you know, physical or nothing like that.
Right. Yeah. Dude,
Oh,
fuck, I would lose my fucking.
No.
I would definitely beat up a teenager if. You know what I mean?
Just for starters.
First, then he'd be missing.
I'll beat him up just when I first meet him.
Yeah.
You're like, my dad likes you. He just beat you up.
Wow, you really think so, man?
Yeah, really.
You really think so?
Oh,
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
My God, your eye looks great.
Dude, you're all bleeding and everything.
He loves you. Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure.
I was confused
really sure.
with that right hook.
Can you get some ice from him?
Yeah, right. No, but I mean, it's gonna happen, man. You just pray. You know, you just keep your positive spirit and think. You know, hope that everything's gonna go the way it should go.
Yeah.
You don't have to. You know, but it's a part of life.
Dude, it's the hardest thing is it gets easier when they get older. It's like all you can do is like give them the right, you know, base and ideas,
Yeah.
and then you let them start making their own crap. Like my oldest, and the funniest is my oldest now. She's 20. So she keeps calling me when she does adult shit. She's all proud of herself. Mm-hmm. What did she do the other day? She's excited. Oh, she had a problem with the school, so she had to get her vaccination papers, and so she had to call the medical center to get the papers and get them to the school, and she took care of it all herself. She didn't have to call me or mom.
Yeah.
So she's all proud. But every day something happens, like the battery died in the car. She, you know, and she called me and panicked and freaked out, and then she took care of it. And she's like, "Okay, I got to teach her to change a tire too when I get home."
But you know, here's the thing. That's crucial. You know, because those little bit things like you say you don't need. Those are tools that you know that not many parents would tell. Not many fathers would show their daughters. You know,
Right.
Let me show you how to change a tire. Or, you know, change a battery real quick.
Right.
And not many girls want to do it too. So they might be like, oh, I don't feel like it. But you know, that's a great lesson.
You got to learn. Well, I showed her how to put air in the tire 2 weeks ago, and it was a project. She was like, "I don't want to deal with this." I go, it's just air.
Yeah.
You got to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because when you need it, you can be like, oh shit, I need to know how to do it.
And now now they have these cars that they have sensors in the cars that tell you when your car's, you know, like it goes red.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was a kid, you just heard.
Yeah.
What is that? What is that noise?
Yeah, so-
you start to get that
Yeah.
wobbly thing.
Yeah.
And you know right away, I better pull over.
Or somebody just eyeballs it. Hey man, your shit's low.
Yes.
Oh real? Damn. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. You ever somebody pull up next to you and point down?
Yeah.
You're
Yep.
just like, hey. Yeah, I was driving through LA once. I drove over. It was LA. It was the 10. I had this old Chevy, and I ran over. It was a whole exhaust system. I didn't even see it come out of nowhere. People swerved. I couldn't swerve. There was a car to my right, car to my left.
Uh-huh.
I'm doing 60. We're right over the exhaust system. I just gotta close my eyes, you know. And I'm like, oh shit! I think I'm good. And they're looking. People are looking at me, freaking out, and pointing below. I pull over. I had to get up the freeway and go to the gas station. I put a hole this big in my gas tank. And
It's leaking?
Yeah, dude, leaking and emptied all over the freeway. I looked at my gas gauge. Damn. Yeah, and I was just like, God, I can't believe it didn't blow up or anything like that.
No.
So I pull over. But I would have known if I'd, you know.
Yeah, well, you would have known eventually, but
I'd put it
you'd be like,
lightweight.
yeah, gas tank. Yeah, I don't know how to change that either. That's not my
Dude, I
forte.
can change it. You can't. I was lucky to get into a gas station.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they saw you coming. Hey,
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, look at
hey, they put the muffler system out there.
dude, there you go.
Hey, Johnny, we got
We
one.
got one." They're all rolling their hands.
Yeah.
Oh, this could be great.
It was a slow afternoon.
It's
but
your lucky day, sir.
Yeah, wow.
We have a brand new gas tank right here.
Just for the make and model of your car.
$450.
Yeah.
And we can have that thing in there for you 2 hours. Get you on your way.
Yep.
All right, thanks, man. Thank you.
Yep.
Like an idiot. Wow, how lucky am I?
I never see. You know, that's one thing I wish I took in college was auto mechanics. I didn't do that. I didn't take, the vocationals, the kids that will leave, from 10th period or 9th period or whatever to
Well,
end.
yeah, we used to call it workshop. Or
Yeah,
workshop or whatever.
so and they developed the skill, that they can use, which I wish I did because I don't know. I can fix some things, but for the most part, I'm like, fuck. My dad fixed all the cars growing up, and I used to watch to a certain extent, but I didn't get out there and learn as much as I think I should have, But
I had a buddy that worked on cars, so I used to. But back then, you could work on cars.
yeah,
When we were younger, you're probably younger than me, but I was when you were younger, you could take apart an engine,
Yeah.
and put you can't do that. You can't do anything.
because all these computer chips.
Yeah,
and
you
this-
got to go see a guy. I mean, if you want to change a starter, they got to pull the block. You know what I mean? Like I used to go through starters like crazy.
Yeah.
But now, if you want to change a starter on a modern day car, you got to pull the engine out.
That's crazy.
It's insane. Yeah, it's
They did it on purpose.
of course. Yes, exactly what they did.
Yeah.
And now they're all computer programmed. And then when you pull it in, they're like, "This is a very complicated system. You can't. There's no way." Exactly.
Yeah.
And they're fixing it.
They're fucking you.
All right. I
That's
love
it.
a little bit of COVID.
It's all right. Drink your coffee.
So out of here, where do you go? I see you got land gigs coming up next.
Yeah, I got the gigs, man, and I'm getting ready for Christmas, so that's fun. So just to get back into the spirit, because last year Christmas spirit was terrible. So we're trying, this year I'm
You gonna
actually
go for
excited.
Christmas?
Yeah, oh yeah,
That's great, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna be home for Christmas, so excited about that. I'm gonna do some shopping, some more shopping. I know you was doing shopping online. I did some shopping online, but there's a couple of things I want to get when I get back home, and then wrap them up. I got all my bourbons. Me and my girl, we got the bourbons.
Your bourbons?
The bourbons, and again, we have a whole bunch of different bottles of bourbons, and then get my eggnog and
Oh, nice. Right on.
start wrapping some presents.
Does she drink bourbon too?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, right
Yeah,
on.
Natty drinks bourbon. Yeah.
Oh, that's great, man.
Yeah, she drinks some bourbon.
You guys drink real liquor.
Well, well, you got your vodka though.
Yeah, I know.
But vodka and eggnog, I don't know if that would go.
It doesn't mix very well.
No.
No.
But yeah, the bourbons is.
When I'm home, I'll drink scotch and bourbon a lot more often, though, man.
Oh, you do drink
vodka and
bourbon?
shit.
Yeah.
I bounce back and forth. I drink vodka mainly because it's cleaner, no sugar, and less
Right,
calories.
yeah.
That's
Right,
the
yeah.
main reason I drink.
And you get 2 shots when you do
And
it.
the martini's a little heavier drink. You know what I mean? So like one martini's like 2.5 shots.
Yeah, I learned that this week. So.
Yeah, 3 martinis put you in the right place. And someone told me gin's even stronger, and I'm like, oh, okay, all right.
I don't like the taste of gin though.
I don't like it either, man.
It just doesn't. I can tolerate it, but it just has that. I can't roll with it.
Right.
But vodka was good. I can drink some vodka, but bourbon's my go-to.
Right.
Yeah. So, and I'm looking forward to it, Lenny. I'm looking forward to trying to get in the Christmas spirit and get this stuff wrapped and.
Dude, I'm excited to get home now. I can't. I go home tomorrow, so I'm
Right.
Jazz.
And then you how long until you go back out?
Well, I get excuse me. I'm home for 1 week. Next week's my birthday week.
Oh, happy birthday!
Thank you, man. So I'll be home for the week. Sagittarius as well. My
Yeah,
daughter
hey.
told me to tell you that.
Absolutely.
She's all dude. My kids are all into astrology, so.
Yeah, you're a Sag as well. Okay, cool.
Yeah. And so I'll be home for the week, and then I do that Radiance, the launch of the Radiance. For
Oh, that's
free.
right, Long Beach.
Yeah, but then I get home right before Christmas, so I'll be home for Christmas, and I go back out New Year's.
Okay, so you are home for Christmas then with the girls?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been Christmas. This is the first time, and it used to be when I got divorced. I used to do Thanksgiving with the kids because we split the kids, and I had the kids for Thanksgiving, and then I let her have them for Christmas.
Every
So-
year you never flip flop?
No, I just kept.
Oh,
it,
wow,
I just
okay.
kept it that way, but then it worked out. But then when Anna moved in with me, I started taking both holidays off. So now I spend Thanksgiving, and now the girls actually spent both holidays with me the last couple of years.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's just kind of the way it worked out.
Are you now? Do they shop for you? Did you have a Christmas list for them?
Yeah, they go. They're always bugging me for more stuff.
Are you excited to see what they got? If they got you something? Are you-
Yeah, well, here's the thing. She was like, they use my Amazon Prime.
Oh, they actually using your card to buy your shit?
Yeah, but they'll pay for it. But here, Anna goes. She goes, "Do you get notifications on what I get?" I go, "Yeah, but I won't look at them." right?
That's
But
hilarious.
It's not that easy though. Sometimes
I know it pops up. Thank you for the dildo.
I get
I didn't know Lenny got a dildo.
Daddy got a thanks, sweetie.
Daddy got a dildo for
a
Christmas.
little uncomfortable.
Yeah, right, yeah. At first.
Yeah, but once you work with it,
Yeah, plus they got that return policy. They don't care.
thanks. I'd like to return this. Fantastic.
No, but that's
That's
cool,
good because
though.
then you can buy refurbished dildos. You ever done that? Those are cheap.
Not on purpose.
Oh, this must be one of those
You
refurbished
know what?
ones.
That actually could. I don't know if that could. It has to be a market for that.
There
You know?
cannot be a market for that.
If not, we
You know
should
what?
do it.
You know what? I think actually, if you think about it, it's gonna be a market for everything.
It has to be
Yeah.
because you have to think some dildo is very expensive.
Dude, just the thought of that makes me.
You should open a own refurbished dildo shop called Times Are Rough. You know,
Are rough.
Yeah, Times Are Rough.
Times are rough. Second time around.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
this just in.
This again. This just in again.
Secondhand dildo shops. That'd be hilarious. Secondhand for the when the first hand didn't fit right. Oh, that's crazy.
That'd be perfect, man.
No, but so man, I'm glad that you excited. I'm excited too, man. You know, just like to see what they get you. You know, and it just actually giving the gifts this time. You know, because it's some sort of normalcy. So yeah, I'm glad you're gonna be home. I'll be home.
Dude,
And
it's
make it
great
work.
to be able to be home, man, dude. Because guys like us, when we travel, it
They're
doesn't
coming
matter
back.
where if you're in a ship or a club or whatever. I mean, this is 20 years of bouncing around and not seeing your family.
Yeah.
So when you I pick the important days, man. I just saw my daughters play a couple weeks ago. So you make sure you're there for those important. You know what I mean?
Your daughter was in a play as well.
Yeah, she did the high school play just about 3 or 4 weeks ago. So.
How'd she do?
She was great, man. I was really proud of her. She did a really good job. And I used to teach her acting and comedy when she was a kid.
Wow.
And she played 4 different characters, and she was dynamite. She was really
That's
good.
my daughter literally just did her first play and it debuted about a month ago.
Yeah.
And she's in the 7th grade. She goes to a school of the arts and she had to audition this year from 6th grade to 7th grade.
Cool.
She had to do a monologue and creative writing. So they accepted her. So 7 through 12, and literally she auditioned for the school play that hasn't been written yet. This is the beginning of the year. And so they had some sites and stuff, and so she was practicing a little bit in the house. She didn't want me to see her reading, but so subsequently she got the role. It was like second lead, and then everybody in the theater department from 7th grade to the 12th grade has a hand in writing the play.
Oh, wow, right on.
So
All right.
they wrote the play, and then it debuted a month ago, and we went, and I didn't know what to expect because she really didn't want me to see around the house practicing. But when I tell you that I legitimately, no bullshit, I was blown away by not only the performance. I mean, she had like 2 monologues in the play. She was in like 90% of the scenes, and I was sitting there. I cried like 3 or 4 times, man.
Yeah.
Legitimately, I was like, legitimately, I was like, what the fuck? She was up, pacing was slow. I didn't, all the lines she memorized.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't just like a silly play.
Yeah.
I thought, well, you know how it is.
Yeah.
But no, it
There's
had
some
an
heavy
arc.
moments, really?
No, it made sense.
Yeah.
And they had B-rolls that they shot in the hallways of
that's cool.
of the school. They had the teachers involved.
Yeah.
They had segments to where it was almost like a news segment, like this just in.
Right.
They were doing different things,
that's
pertaining to
deep.
the play. And they had teachers, active teachers from the science department, math department, doing their little roles. They had the play and the screen behind.
Right.
I was completely blown away from the way the writing of it and everything, man. So it was the first play ever that it was the first play she auditioned for and gotten. I mean, I literally, I was like, man, like 3 or 4 times throughout the whole play. I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Dude, it was so cool you were there.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's the coolest thing, man. I was in town, I caught it twice. They played it 3 times. I caught it on Thursday.
Was that the first time she's been in a play like that?
Yeah, because
Wow.
she's at a school of arts too.
Yeah.
in California, it's this charter school thing. So, and it's like, dude, she's fitting in well. It's a good school for her. She's,
Yeah.
so this was her first thing, and she had 3. And the coolest thing with her, she had a lot of stuff off camera or off. She was in a lot of ensemble stuff.
Yeah.
But dude, she held character without dialogue, which is awesome. As an actor, you know, is a powerful
Right.
thing.
Yep.
And I was like, I was blown away with that. I was like, God, you were so in that scene.
Right, and you weren't prevalent. You was behind. You were like behind the scenes or whatever. You were like off. When you was stage left.
You
stage
stayed
right.
in the moment. You stayed present.
Yeah,
It was
stayed-
power-
yeah.
I was really impressed with her. It was great to see it. It was great to, dude. It was, you know, it was cool too. And you'll really the look on her face, dude, when she comes up afterwards.
Yeah.
And you're there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a great feeling. And then
Yeah, but my daughter Bella, I was like, good job. I said, yeah, thank you. You know, and then about like a half hour later, she's on her phone again. It's chatting. I'm like, you was in a play. And everybody was crazy and shit. You know, now you sit there talking about Roblox and shit. What the fuck going on? So.
dude, these
Hey,
kids
man.
today, they bounce back and forth.
I didn't, I underestimated in the sense that, it was my bad, but I underestimated in the sense that I didn't know it's going to be that good of a play.
Right.
Nothing against her, but I just didn't, the gravity of it, I didn't realize it was going to be like that. And then I didn't realize the enormity of all of her lines because she only showed me a few different things. She was practicing around the house. And I didn't realize that she was in the majority of all the scenes and the things that she memorized and her pacing and all the other students. So from 7th through 12th, they all were in the play.
Right.
So they had the 12th graders, the seniors and stuff, great actors out there, with the 7th graders and stuff. So it was phenomenal, man.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
So
great.
I was really excited, man.
Dude, that's good, man. Good for you.
Yeah,
Dude,
man.
That's a great day, man.
I
That's
know.
good.
That's my little bebops.
Your bebops?
Bebop, I call it bebops.
You call her that?
Bebops,
Is she
doodles.
cool with it?
Yeah, she has no other
Yeah,
choice.
that's good.
I'll scream it until she has to say yes. I'll keep screaming, Bops!
Dude, my kids are so strict. I can't say the wrong thing at the wrong time. Share a picture, I drop them off. I'm like, I love you, and they're like,
Oh, I love that. Yeah, yeah. Yep.
My Anna got really mad at me one day. I'm like, all right, I don't want to embarrass you. Like, whatever, and I just drive away. But they make fun of me. They don't make fun of me in front of their friends, but I'm like, I'm dad, so they want to see the look on my face when I meet their boyfriends and shit. They think that's hilarious.
Yeah, in those moments you're like, let's keep this shit together. This is not funny.
Yeah.
Now so, but I think it's cool, man. I'm sure they do it as well. Like, my daughter Bella, she doesn't, everything I'm gonna say, she goes, "You're not funny," or I did negative stuff on purpose. Oh, you're not funny. You're not a jokester. I'm a better joke writer than you are. That kind of stuff.
Right.
But then I hear her talking to her girlfriends on the phone and stuff, and I can hear her, when she's in her room, like, my daddy did this. My daddy was working here and he did this. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It is. My mom's like, that's what kids do.
Yeah, that's what they do. Man.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you still daddy, but yet still, they still brag. It's good. It's good. It's a good feeling, man.
Good, man. Right
Yeah.
on. All right, dude, let's wrap this up. Dude, first, you got some socials you want to throw out? Where can people find your DVDs? We were talking, you got 3 different specials. You got
Yeah,
more
man.
stuff,
Comedy Central special is on Amazon. Comedy Central presents Vince Morris. I got the stuff I have is not online. The Morse code, I have that. Keep that with me. That's another special I shot. My Vince Morris comedy is my Instagram, and Vince Morris comedy is my fan page for my Facebook. But I got to get more active. I'm gonna get more active on the social media. I'm not really as active as I need to be.
It's tough. It's hard in the shifts to balance it all out, man.
Yeah.
Shut up, Azim. We'll be right there.
It's like
Hold on.
Yeah, right. That might be housekeeping.
No, it's Azim.
You sure?
Is he? Yeah, it's Azim. He's punctual. He's 12. He's 2:15 on the nose.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's not like him.
That's not like him. Can people order your DVD online, or at least contact you to order it? You know what I mean?
If they want to, if they hit me up on Instagram, I can send it out to them. But there's no separate link that you can go to specifically. So if they want the Morse code, they can definitely go to Vince Morris Comedy on Instagram, and then I can definitely set up for them.
All right, bro.
Well,
Dude,
I appreciate it, Lenny.
Thank you, man. Dude, thanks for being on.
Yeah,
I
thank you,
appreciate
man.
it,
Yeah, we're having a hell of a
Sorry
week,
about the
man.
wrong address.
Oh, no problem. Like, where is this? Where's 35?
518. Oh, you're right, dude. I'm sorry.
You know what a 3 looks like? It's half an 8, but where are you?